Yeah, so I spoke on this on my Facebook page, but I never spoke about it on my YouTube channel. I deleted that old video, a while ago. So anyway, when I was watching the Everyday Struggle podcast, it was when Vic Mensa was on there, and he was like upset, heated at DJ Akademiks, and cussing him out and talking about the videos he would make about Chicago, the violence in Chicago, naming it the war in Chirac and everything like that. And people was trying to figure out, why is he so upset? DJ Akademiks is simply reporting on the news that's happening in Chicago. If it wasn't for DJ Akademiks, people wouldn't know what's going on in Chicago. A lot of the rappers wouldn't have the spotlight on them that they have now. And first of all, I'm gonna say I don't think that's true. I think DJ Akademiks provide some fan base and he does provide insight on what's going on, but at the same time, Vic was right in his stance, not in his delivery. He could have delivered the message in a different way, but what he was saying was that Akademiks covers the news about people being killed in Chicago as if it's a dang on satire. If it's satire, he's covering it as if it's an episode of Dragon Ball Z. Like, tune in next time on the episode when people kill each other in Chicago. And this is no joking matter, especially when people are dying left and right, mothers are losing their children, and kids are losing their fathers, and Vic is knowing some of these people that's being killed. He's attending these funerals, and DJ Akademiks has the comfort of making these things sound like a joke in his house, far away from the Chicago violence. He's nowhere near the violence that's going on, but he's able to jokingly tell stories about it in a way that makes it funny, and these people are grieving every single day. So I understand where Vic was coming from. He could have delivered it in a different way and not called him a goofy, talking about he want to smack him and call him a B-I-T-C-H word and all that. But his point was valid in that, you don't turn people death into a joking manner. I know he wanted to provide some, he said he was trying to provide some comedic relief, some comedy relief to what was going on in the Chi. But at the same time, it's just simply something that you don't joke about, especially when you see what's going on, and you see it on the news every single day. It's a dang on shame. Like, people dying every single day, left and right. We having all these protests and these marches and everything to combat it, and you making light of it. And so I get where Vic was coming from. People might be mad at Vic and say he's a square, he's a lame. He gonna try to confront DJ Akademiks, and he not about that life. I understand that, but at the same time, when you're passionate about something, things come out, in a different way. He's passionate about it. He's a Chicago native. He grew up here. He knows these people. He's seen the effects of these violence, this trickle of violence happening. He's seen what's the effect of it on these families firsthand. So, of course, he's going to feel some type of way and be upset. Like, yo, you can't make jokes out of this. Like, he's telling it, again, like I said earlier, like it's an episode of Dragon Ball Z. And Akademiks is a funny dude. I give him that. He's very talented at what he does. He doesn't only do Chicago videos. He does other videos as well on other celebrities and superstars. But he got big off his War in Chirac series. He's a funny dude. I'm not going to take away from him. I actually watched a lot of his other videos. And, he's funny. He's comical. But I get where Vic was coming from. Don't make fun of these deaths, and you're not here to grieve these bodies. We seeing these bodies drop every single day, right in the city, every single day. We're here, we're experiencing, living through these crazy times here, and when things can happen left and right, out of control, and yes, these kids are rapping about these violence, and they're rapping about the rappers rapping about shooting and killing each other and things of that nature. But at the same time, they got family that be out there on the computer and on the internet every single day. You notice a generation that's on social media. Their friends and family and loved ones, they gotta see you joking about their death? Come on, man. That ain't cool. That ain't cool. They on Twitter. They see people retweeting it and telling people to follow it and look at this page, and they seeing him clown the death of their loved ones. So I understand where Vic was coming from wholeheartedly. And I would have said it a different way. I would have just tried to tell him like I'm telling y'all right now, instead of cussing him out and all of that. But at the same time, Akademiks got to understand that it's people out here really watching his videos, and they're like, that's their cousin, that's their brother, that's their sister. I mean, not sister, that's they, because he really doesn't talk about violence against women, but that's their cousin, that's their brother, that's somebody's father, somebody's child. So he got to understand where he's coming from. Vic, although I feel like he should have did it differently, he spread light on the feelings of a lot of people in Chicago, a lot of the family, and a lot of other people that watch him be like, man, yo, you don't even live here. You in the comfort of your own home, miles and miles away from this violence, and you able to just dictate this story and tell it. It's not they mad that he telling a story, that he's profiting off of it. They mad he's profiting off of the grief of other families in Chicago. That's the issue.